Hello everyone, welcome to Akili Point Hub. I am Mr. Joseph Hiza, your mathematics teacher for today's lesson. I'm very much excited to be with you today, and what I'm going to do today is to make mathematics easy understood to you, and that you'll be able to solve your mathematics with ease and excitement. And today, your teacher, Mr. Joseph Hiza, I'm going to have a session of mathematics in the topic of repeating decimals, especially in the area of changing repeating decimals into fractions. So this is our subtopic, changing repeating decimals into fractions. Changing repeating decimals into fractions. And so I'm going to teach this into in some levels. Repeating decimals have been some kind of questions that confuse some children, especially when they are changed from one level to another level. Today I'll speak about 3 levels of these repeating decimals. And the first level, let's consider the following question. Question number 1, change 0.3 dot into a fraction. Change 0.3 dot into a fraction. The following are the steps that we use to change 0.3 dot into a fraction. Number 1, we look at the question itself. The question given here is given with 1 decimal place. And so if it is given by 1 decimal place, we want to change this number that is having, this decimal that is having 1 decimal place into a fraction. And so because we don't know that fraction, we have to let, if you are doing our solution, so we have to let that fraction to be x. So let x is equal to 0.3 dot. X representing that unknown fraction. So what do we do here when we start by letting x to be 0.3 dot? First of all, because we said we are having only 1 decimal place, we always write our decimal places in tens. If we are having 1 decimal place, this is corresponding to a tenth. If you are having 2 decimal places, it is corresponding to a hundredth in our place value. And so if I want to make it a normal number, I have to multiply my unknown x by a 10. We don't know that fraction, and so we let that fraction to be x. And when we let it to be x compared to our 0.3 dot, 0.3 dot is only 1 decimal place. And 1 decimal place is corresponding to a tenth. And so if I want to make it a normal number, I have to multiply it by 10. So I'm taking my x multiplied by 10 and 0.3 dot multiplied by 10. This is what I'm going to get. X times 10, I'm getting my 10x. So 10x will be equal to, multiply this side also by 10. This is going to be 3.3 dot. Why am I saying 3.3 dot? It's because 0.3 dot is the same as 0.333 with some continuation. And so if I multiply 0.3 by a 10, I'm moving 1 decimal place to the right, and therefore I'm remaining with 3.33 dot dot dot. But because these 3's are repeating, then this means that my other 3 will have a dot on top of it showing that it is repeating. And therefore this is why, or that's why, my 0.3 dot is changing to 3.3 dot. And therefore we are moving forward from this point that now we are having our 10x equal to 3.3 dot. and our x equals to 0.3 dot. Now, in order to get our value of x, what we do here is to subtract the first point or the first part from the second part. This is what it means. Now, my 10x, I subtract x on my left hand side, must be equal to 3.3 dot minus 0.3 dot. Now, if I take 10x minus x, I'm going to get my 9x. And if I take my 3.3 dot minus 0.3 dot, if we subtract, what are we going to get here? 3 dot minus 3 dot is 0. And therefore, there is nothing remaining here. But 3 minus 0 is 3. So, my 3.3 dot minus 0.3 dot equals to 3. Then because my aim is to get my x, then I have to divide my left hand side by 9 and my right hand side by 9. And finally, I'm getting my x to be 3 over 9, which is equal to 1 over 3. And therefore, we end up getting that the fraction of 0.3 dot, or the value of 0.3 dot in fraction, is equal to 1 over 3. Okay, and therefore we can conclude by saying, therefore, our x equals to 1 over 3. The value of x equals to 1 over 3. This is question number 1. But now, calling this as level 1, I just want to give another example of another question that is corresponding to level 1. This is the simple version of repeating decimals. So look at this question number 2. Change 0.21 dot dot into a fraction. Our steps are exactly the same as what we did from the first example. So writing here solution. Because we don't know that fraction, we let it to be a certain value x. So let x equals to 0.21 dot dot. Now we come back again in looking number of decimal places that we have. We are having 2 decimal places. Now because we are having 2 decimal places, our expectation is that a number of tens that is corresponding to 2 decimal places is 100. And so if I want to make 0.21 become a normal number, I expect to multiply it by 100. And therefore what I'm going to do, I take my x multiplied by 100, I'll get my 100x. This will be equal to, if I take 0.21 dot dot, I said when I was doing the first part that when you're having your 0.21 dot dot, it's the same as saying 0.2121. The 2 and 1 are repeating indefinitely. And therefore, 2121 multiplied by 100, you realize that you will move 2 steps here and you will actually end up getting 21.212121. The 2 ones will be repeating, and therefore we put dots on them showing that they are repeating decimals. And from the first example that we had, we can realize now that we have taken 100x minus x, 100x minus x. This is going to be equal to 21.21 dot dot minus 0.21 dot dot. Automatically, the 21 dot dot to 21 dot dot will slash when we subtract. This you're going to get as 99x equals to 21. And because we want to get the value of x, then you have to divide by 99 both of our sides, and x becomes 21 over 99. Simplifying, we have to simplify into the simplest form or simplest fraction. Our 21, 99, 3 is a factor of both 21 and 99. So 21 divided by 3 is 7, 99 divided by 3 is 33. And therefore, our answer is 7 over 33. And if you take your calculator and you you try to find the value of 7 divided by 33, you'll end up getting 0.21212121 indefinitely. So this is, I can call this the first level.